Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves that are all on this journey to reunite with our twins in this lifetime. And I share messages that come through between all of our higher selves and the universe and what's going on with me and my twin for our journey. And I share it to help others, basically. And so what I wanted to, the message today is I wanted to say something that's been happening, and that, again, if it relates to me, then others might benefit from this. So one of the things that I said that last week, I met up with my twin for the first time in over a year. And one of the things that kind of happened was, firstly, he sort of was talking at the beginning, and he was very clearly still with his girlfriend, and talking about buying a house together. So obviously that kind of really threw me. But then by the end of it, they haven't done that yet. And then by the end of it, though, by the end of our time together, one of the things that he said or brought up a conversation, and I can't remember how it was brought up, but he said about, he was talking about the Big Bang Theory and that program, right? The Big Bang Theory, and also about coincidences. And I was saying that there's no such thing as coincidence. And he started to talk about the Big Bang, and then he just looked at me. He said, I suppose that means that you're telling me that you believe in God. And I said to him, I believe that there's a higher force than us, and that whatever you want to call that, it doesn't, that doesn't really matter. That's just a naming convention. But I believe that there's a higher force than us, and there is nothing in this world that is a coincidence. So that was, and I forgot to mention that the other day, because of course all of these things, my twin is definitely a processor, so goes away and processes information. And although he won't say anything at the time, I know that, he obviously brought up that conversation, or his, and so it was just quite interesting. So I just thought I would share that, because I think there is definitely an awareness of something, and an awareness or an intrigue, right? Because certainly these connections are intriguing, because they kind of, there's no real explanation for them. That's the thing. And so of course it is quite unusual. So anyway, that was the first thing. The second thing is that I'm going to read letter. Oh yeah, the second thing is to look through. I would recommend you look through, if you have a family tree. Basically, over the last, it's been such a roller coaster week. Over this weekend, I've just been looking after my granddad. I'm very fortunate to have real longevity in my family. My other granddad just passed away recently, but I have another granddad who's 98. And but he's very poorly at the moment, so I'm staying with him and looking after him. And basically, I saw an old family photo of his father. So this is 200 years old. And I look on the back of the photo, and on the back of the photo is my twin's surname. And I was just like, wow. And so I bet if you look back through your family tree or family, photos or something, I bet there will be a connection back to your twin within that. Because I always think if it happens to me, then it will happen for someone else. And it's such a beautiful thing, because then you realise all of that time, all the way through, this is my granddad's father and his father. And on that photo, I turn on the back, and it had my twin's surname. And I was just like, okay, this is destined. I know it. No matter what is going on, I absolutely know it. So the other thing that I want to share was in a healing. Again, really powerful visual analogy. So straight away, I see a big white sphere ball of light. And then I feel that we're in a tunnel, and the ball of light is going really fast through this black tunnel. And I ask what the point of, because it was quite random, right? So I'm like, what is the main point of this healing? What am I, So basically it was saying that the white sphere is their ball of creation. That's their point of creation. That's a sphere of bright white light. And the tunnel and what we were going through, and I could feel that pressure as I was doing it, was all of the energies, and they were basically traveling through the dimensions to get through to their source of creation, which was that bright white ball of light that I saw. So it was incredibly powerful, and again, just sort of made me realize, oh yeah, okay, there's just a way bigger thing than all of this business about my twin and his karmic, and are they going to buy a house or not going to buy a house together. And I was just like, oh yeah, don't worry about all of that. It's all going to be worked out. I don't need to worry about that. So that is the message today, because and in that healing, the songs that came through were Starlight, Star Bright, and that is from a song called Lucky Star by Madonna. And the other one was a Tiffany song, and it was Running Just as Fast as You Can. Running just as fast as you can, running into one another's hands or something, trying to get away into the night, but when you turn around and something going, we're together or something. That's the song. But it was that song. So it's like the power of running, because of course you're running through the energies that you no longer need, and you're powering through those energies that you no longer need, and you're running into the light. And the main thing about that was about saying it's remembering the source of creation, the source of your spark. And that's what will empower you for your reunion, right? Because that allows you to cut through all of that stuff. Just like I was saying about my twin, saying that he's looking at houses and, that sort of stuff. It's all that stuff, which is just fear-based chitter-chatter that gets in the way. And so that was very powerful. So the person that came to me for that healing, thank you, because that's exactly what I needed to see, to get me back in the, on track again, to think, oh yeah, that's all just bollocks. I'm just going to focus on what we're here to do, right? So I'm going to say Whispers of Love, what message they want to give us today. And it is this. Seriously, focus on love. Look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life. And it's the dragon again. Dragon energy, breathing fire into life. Breathing, the dragon as well. You just call in the dragon energy to help you. Because again, it's another energy source that you can help to use to bring in your connection. So, and the letter that wants to come through is letter 212, and that's in book 3. So it is, what don't I want to say to you? What don't I want to do to you? What don't I want to do with our whole life together? I want to do everything with you. I want to shout from the mountaintops how much I love you. How you are the best thing that ever happened to me. I've been a complete silly idiot for all this time, pushing you away because of my own hurts, fears and doubts. I want to push all of that aside, start afresh, and treat you like the divine goddess of love that you are. Knowing that we will be together forever, and I have nothing to fear, is the best feeling in the entire world. I am screaming inside, I love you. Okay, well I can totally see why this letter, because this is the letter that, the number that I got through, it's actually through my twins. I like through his last WhatsApp message, it's always got a timestamp, and that timestamp is the next message, right? And so I can totally see why this is, because it is exactly everything that I just said. It is all about remembering the divine goddess that you are, that remembering that spark of creation, because once you do that, it does cut through And, you know, just like I saw in that healing, this big, full, spheric ball of light going through the dark tunnel, like basically just, it was just shooting through it. And I could feel the pull of that as it was just like charging through this tunnel. And that's what you have to remember. That's what we're here to do, to burst through into the light. So no matter what your twin's doing, if they're with, you know, I know that I'm not on my own. There's lots of people that have twins that are saying they're buying houses with their people, they're marrying their people, they're off with other people, they're all of that stuff. And all of that stuff is what we've got to cut through, because it's basically about trusting that there is a divine plan. And that divine plan is bringing everyone together at the perfect time. And everything that's happening in the meantime is just for your growth and your twins' growth and the growth that you do together. So that is the message for today. So I am going to just do one last. What do you want us to know? Be willing to express your love. Oh my God. So this is also so... Because, you know, in those moments, right, when your twin might say, oh, I'm with someone else or something or whatever, it can make you retreat within and think, okay, I can't express how I really feel. But that's the whole point. That's about living your truth, is basically saying, anyway, this is, you know, how, whatever you are drawn to say by following your own inner guidance, that's what you must do. And you mustn't let fear get in the way of that. So this is the perfect message. It's saying, no matter what is happening, be willing to express your love and follow your truth, and do it by following your own inner guidance. No one else can tell you. You have to touch in with yourself and follow your own heart, your own guidance, because that's your twin guiding you home. All right, I hope that helps, and thank you again to everyone that comes to me for healings. I'm going to be finishing them today, and I just want to say thank you, because again, amazing. It's just what I needed to see. That white sphere of light was so powerful, and it just made me think, yeah, I know, right? I know what we're here to do. It's going to be okay. So that is the message. It is gonna be okay. All right, I hope that helps. Take care. Bye.